At the War Memorial in Syracuse, joined by Syracuse Crunch forward Eric Neilson. Eric, before we start, what do you got up there? What's going on? What happened?
Yeah, one of those pucks out there got me pretty good there. I had a fight with the puck, and the puck definitely won on this one. Stand in front of the net, our D shoots it, hits one of their players' stick, deflects up, catches me right here. I got 10 stitches, got 6 on the outside, 4 on the inside. She's pretty sore, I'll tell you that much right now. But
And for you, I mean, most of the time we see you with the cuts and the scrapes is because of a fight. This time, you're battling in front of the net. You've been able to do a lot of that, some consistent ice time recently.
yeah, it's been good. Personally, for me, I've been getting more ice and playing regular games, not in and out of the lineup, which was going on a lot at the start of the year. So it's me keeping the game simple, and obviously with the call-ups in Tampa and the injuries that we have right now, I'm getting a chance to play a little bit more. So bumps and bruises and scrapes are going to happen. She's hockey, but you just got to keep on keeping on, I guess.
Of course, and the last 2 games for the Syracuse Crunch have both been wins. Both times the game-winning goal went to Cedric Paquette, who's got 6 goals now, making a living from battling hard around the net mouth, and we saw that with his 2 game-winning goals last week.
Yeah, he's playing really good hockey right now. We call him Petit Push, the little pocket or big pocket, little French nickname there for you. But no, he's a big part of this team. He's a rookie. He's come in right away, and he's been effective, and he's been useful to our team. And he works really hard on the ice, and he works hard in the gym. So he keeps going like that. I know he's gonna have a really good career at this level, and then move on to the NHL, I'm sure.
And we saw a taste of him last year during the playoffs, a few games, and this year he's one of the guys that's expected to step up with all the call-ups. But we saw your line, Ray Canisto, Max Perrant, produce a goal, the first goal of the game the other day against St. John's. What's it like playing with those guys, and especially when you have Canisto come in, scores a goal in his first game?
We joked about that a little bit, yeah, because he was in the coast and got called up. I mean, he's an American League player. He's played in Manchester for a couple years. He's got over 100 games at this level. So, and you watch him on the ice, he's a great player. He's fun to play with. He's really smart with the puck. He works really hard. And it wasn't really a set play. It was just dump the puck in. Maxie worked hard, got the puck behind the net, and did the wraparound. And I was pretty jacked up because, obviously you get a plus, and I don't get too many of those in a game, and not get the assist too. So. Yeah, I think that was my first assist in a couple of years, so felt pretty good to get that. But I like playing with those guys. They're both really hard workers, and we're a good energy line.
And considering the situation Syracuse is now in, with so many players in the NHL, Matt Taramina just called up, you have to find offense from other sources, spread it around a little bit more. You saw Jeff Walker with a couple of goals, then he gets hurt. What's the mentality, what's the message from the coaching staff about making sure that the team does some of those little things right to find it with all the call-ups?
It's just a no excuses mentality. Guys have to step up and fill the void when other guys. And you look at any good team over the years, or any good teams over the years, that's what they can do. They have those fillers, guys that come in and they can get the goals, and they can buy into the system. We have 2 or 3 call-ups right now, and we're short staffed. So we just got to continue to do that. We got to have guys come in, work their tail off and buy into the system, and we're going to continue to have success.
Yeah, and another guy in there is Philip Michael DeVos, who we know from last year, played 70 games in the regular season, another 18 in the playoffs. He's able to step in rather well. But it also helps when you have a goaltender step up and pitch a shutout, and you've played with Cedric Desjardins since your days in Rimouski back in junior hockey. Now 100 career AHL wins and 21 regular season shutouts, along with 4 more in the playoffs. Cedric seems to step up when you need him to.
He does, and he's done that ever since the days in junior. Geez, it seems like it was just yesterday, but it was over 10 years ago now. So Teddy's a battler. He's a real professional. He comes to the rink every day to work, practice games, off-ice workouts, and he's just a fun guy to be around. He jokes. He's very competitive, but he's got that soft side to him too. We get the French accent. We can house him a little bit, and he screws up his words every once in a while. We have a lot of fun with him, but he's a great teammate, and he's a better person, and I'm just honored to call him my friend and my teammate.
Yeah, and he certainly is not shy of talking, by the way.
Yeah, he loves to talk.
He does.
Right. Me and him got that in common, I guess.
For sure. No wonder why you guys are such good friends. And he's playing so well. He's picked up the wins the last couple of games. The organization has made a move. They've called up Christers Godlewskis from the ECHL. We saw him with the Crunch, winning 4 games and 4 AHL starts. That also means that right now there's 3 goalies on the roster. No determination has been made as far as what Riku Helenius is going to do, but it's not an easy time for him. You're close with him. What's the feeling right now?
It's hockey. It's professional. I mean, off the ice, away from the rink. Riku's one of my good friends. He was my roommate last year. We have a lot of good times, a lot of good memories together. for Riku, I mean, it's his hockey or his decision in hockey now. He has to make a decision what he wants to do. I told him I'm going to support him in any way I can. But I'm sure that something good's going to come out of it. He has a great attitude. He works really hard, and he's a heck of a goaltender when he gets in there. So it's just time will tell what happens with that situation. But I'm behind my friend and my teammate 100%.
Yeah, and it seems that even when you have, say, Dustin Tokarski move on, even though you're playing as hard as you can against him, we saw it just a couple of weeks ago after the games, there's still that room for friendship.
Oh, 100%. And that goes with teammates that I've played with in the past and teammates that I'm going to be playing against in the future. It's a war on the ice, and we're battling for 2 points every night. But when that's all said and done, you're off the ice, you leave the game on the ice, and then you're friends again. And it was nice to go over and give him a big hug and see how he was doing and chit chat and have the laughs that we used to have when we played together and went in together and stuff. So it's nice to see he's doing well too. But that's the way you got to approach it.
And now you'll go up against a team, not necessarily too many players, but at least a team that you're very familiar with in the Norfolk Admirals. 2 games this weekend. Played them a couple times down in Norfolk, won a couple of games down there. So as you go into the weekend, what's the status on the Norfolk scouting report, and know any guys over on the Admiral side?
Yeah, I know. I don't know any from obviously when we played there, but I played with Nolan Yonkman in San Antonio. He was a leader for me there. We became pretty good buddies down there. Had a good time. There's a guy, Gags. He's from back home. Kevin, the D-man. I trained with him this summer. But again, it's when we hit the ice, it's go time. We want the 2 points just as bad as they do. So. We have our game plan going into this weekend. We've been doing a lot of scouting with them, watching their system, what they do, and I'm sure they've been doing the same with us. We practiced it the last couple days. I know we're hungry for these points. They're huge because we're so close in the standings right now that we really need these 4 points.
Yeah, coming into the weekend, Syracuse and Norfolk the exact same number of points, and you had the 2 wins against them. So do you take much from those 2 games, or is the teams too different now to take stuff from there? And looking at how the rosters are different now, playing a simpler game like you guys have done in the last 2 to get W's.
Well, you just said it. You look at the rosters. We're 2 totally different teams now with the call-ups and the injuries and stuff. So it's 2 different teams. It's going at it, but again, we change what we do a little bit in the dressing room, our systems, what we had the first 10 games to kind of the last 4 or 5 games that we've been playing, and we just got to find something that works. And last couple games we found that, so we continue to do that and stick to that game plan. We have the guys in the dressing room to do what it takes to win.
And also have a good time in that dressing room. I'm sure you're leading the way in that category as usual, right?
Yeah, good time. We have great times. Come on, Deez, you know that. Nothing but the best.
Yeah.
You were at the Christmas party. You know how much fun we had.
Merry Christmas. Eric Neilson, thanks very much, and best of luck this weekend.
Hey, Deez, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
With Eric Neilson, I'm Dan Duva.